Ho ho buddies, welcome to Borderline Games. I'm Gareth and today we're playing Beyond Our Rule Ripper, and last time on Beyond Our Rule Ripper, Vodka is dead. My second favourite character. On top of Lime being dead. So, that's not cool. However, now we're going to try and meet up with 2 and form some kind of plan. Try and trick whoever 2 is into... If someone accuses... I don't know, I don't really follow the accusal thing properly. I know that coffee is to do with the accusal, right? The ban in an accusal, the person with the accused number will have to abstain from voting. If a majority is reached but the chosen person is incorrect, those who voted for that person won't be able to vote for them again. In an accusal, the person with the accused number will have to abstain. Oh, but coffee doesn't have to abstain. That's the thing that we're saying, right? Those who voted for that person won't be able to vote for them again. So if someone votes for us... so if someone votes for me, coffee... the accused number will have to abstain from voting. So I think it means that we just need one more person? Is that what's going on here? Anyway, we're going to try and work out who 2 is. He didn't want to admit it, but while he had accepted Coffee's alliance, he wanted to at least try talking with 2 once. We could, but if we're not careful, they could figure out our numbers. Best be on guard. Of course. In fact, from now on, we should be discussing plans through texts. Otherwise, we should be discussing plans through texts. Otherwise, oh, who's that? Too late. Poker? Is it Poker again? They both turned around towards the voice at their backs, getting up from their seats. It is Poker. There he was, the one they wanted to see the least at the moment, holding a knife in his hand. Uh-oh. Boo. And with a little smirk, he opened his hand, letting the weapon fall to the floor. At the same time, he raised his arms above his head, though not fully extended. Is he surrendering? I'm here to talk. Fancy a deal? Talk? You were armed. Yeah, I was. Not anymore. Didn't even hear me come in with how distracted you 2 were. I think the girl knows where I'm going with this. What? He could have attacked us by surprise, with no consequences now that his number is out, yet he didn't. But... why? They knew his number. They could kill him as soon as the next council, but until then he could kill 3 more players, thus winning alongside the 2 lucky leftovers. Hiding his crimes was now pointless. He could even do it with an audience. What was stopping him? For starters, you never needed to conceal your number. You could have killed 7 of us in under an hour before we could have had a chance to accuse you. Had I done that, you all would have stopped me. I might be strong, but not enough to win against 9 people. But hey, I'll take the compliment. No matter how much we tried, I'm pretty sure the only one here who could win against you is Cocktail. And what about now? Planning to wait for your accusation? If you actually wanted to vote me out, you'd have done it already. Doesn't mean we'll never do it. You'll do it. You. Nah, I don't see it. But let's leave violence out. I came here for a peace talk, you know? Yet you came with a knife. Sure. Coffee seemed to be truly frustrated, as if she'd been defeated, and it could certainly be seen that way. It made sense. Poker, their biggest enemy, the killer, had come to negotiate. Mind if I sit here? Do it. Alright. Man spreading. Ever played Texas Hold'em? Because I'm going to put my cards on the table. I've zero doubts you 2 are linked, but got no clue about your numbers. That was the actual real defeat. The secret was out. Bill clenched his fists and grit his teeth. He had to hold it together, not so much for the frustration of having been found out, but for the rage he felt towards the killer. That man. Hey, enough with the doom and gloom. Don't feel bad. Didn't need to find you two together to know. You saw the spy mode, no? No couple's existence is a secret anymore. I discovered who the other duo are, so my intuition told me you were the other two, and bingo. Intuition? What made you think it was us? You have a problem with my intuition? You shouldn't. Got it right after all. Was it that obvious? It's not about it being obvious or not, kid. Again, intuition. It's one of my strong points. It felt more right for you to be allied with her than Piano. Though both are lone wolves, I guess. Anyways, details. Wait. Oh. Why talk to us first? Piano. Why make a deal? Hang on. We've got 7 people alive. Why Piano? Oh no, we've got 6 people alive. Why make a deal? Why talk to us first? I don't know. What is the right thing here? Why talk to us first? Why are you talking with us first? What about the other pair? Wait, not so fast, I'm getting there. Then explain yourself. Damn, no patience, huh? Fine, I'll go straight to the point then. Here's the river. Poker term. I've already talked to the other pair. For the record, I happened to run into them first. I'm not playing favourites, okay? I'll give you the same deal as them, though. In your case, the situation is different. Knowing one of you is number 4, and that you're linked up, my guess is you plan to survive until time runs out, right? But in that outcome, only you two would get out of here alive. We know. Guess you don't give a damn. What about him? I bet it all that he doesn't feel the same. Especially when 3 can survive. I know. I know. And I also know where you're going with this. You want to be the 3rd survivor. Bingo. As you said, there's nothing stopping me from killing my way to victory, but that doesn't mean I'll do it without any thought of or care in the world. The power of being given as one also comes with the responsibility to choose which 2 people to spare. And you're offering us those positions. His answer was unnecessary, as his smile said more than enough. And if we refuse, you'll kill us, I'm guessing. If you turn me down, you'll leave the choice up to me. I wouldn't necessarily pick you 2 to kill, though. I can finish the game before the clock hits 10, so Rule 4 is no threat to me. And you made the same offer to the other pair. They turned it down, for now. You think they'll change their minds? Who knows? It'd be nice, that way I wouldn't have to choose who was to die. But if I get no other choice... He shrugged his shoulders, downplaying it. Bill felt his pacifism slowly leaving his body with every passing second. I'm expecting another no, though I'd still prefer it to silence if you don't mind. Making a deal with the killer who was out of the question. No. Making a deal with the killer was out of the question. It would go against everything he believed in. And yet, he didn't want to win through his rule. He wanted a 3rd survivor. But it wouldn't be him. If Poker kills the other pair, there'll be another person left. Rule 2. Although he did not know their identity for certain, whoever 2 was, they had more right to survive than Poker. He didn't wish for his death. In an ideal world, Poker would be judged for his crimes, with that not being the case if only 3 people could survive. Could I take his offer and then betray him at the council? That would require the death of the other pair before the council, but it would keep 2 alive. He couldn't believe he was considering that option. Even if he did manage to betray him, he would still be sentencing the other pair. Poker would become his hitman. He couldn't help but look back at the now lost dream of escaping alongside the remaining players. The ideal end that was bleeding out in value with every death. Now it was nothing more than a parasite in his brain, mixing dreams with nightmares, stopping him from completely leaving that ideal world. And therefore, making him unable to fully commit to the path in front of him. A parasite he wished to eradicate, but he didn't have the will to crush that last glimmer of hope. Drop the act. You came here already knowing what our answer would be. You never trust us if we said yes. We'll give you the no you're looking for, if you leave us alone. We don't have enough time to be spending it with you. Straight where it hurts, as expected from the Ice Queen herself. I just wanted to get the formalities out of the way, but it seems I overstayed my welcome. He moved as if he was about to get up, but before he did, he looked at Bill, clearly expecting a confirmation of his stance. Oh shit. We would never get along as allies. Maybe we can avoid being enemies, but that doesn't depend on us alone. Content with the reply, Poker stood up. Didn't think you 2 would get along, but it looks like you're not doing too bad. It's going better than... Huh? Better than you and Jin. Nice. How'd you like that, Poker? Touché. And he's gone. Let's forget about this and get back to what we were discussing before. Let's... What was the discussion again? Getting back on topic was easier said than done. The talk with Poker had unsettled them too much. Forget it. Let's stop here. There's not much time until the council. Are you sure? There's still plenty of time to talk. I know, but... I need to visit the bathroom first. Oh. Go ahead. Don't die, Coffee. Although she wasn't lying, the truth was slightly different. She needed some alone time to think, and so did Bill. See you later. I feel like something bad is going to happen. If nothing changed soon, not even his rule would save them. How could he save anyone if he couldn't save himself? Save point? Okay, save here. He tried to clear up his mind by once again writing his woes away on his barman, but his little diary wasn't big enough to hold them all. Once he saw everyone present, he somehow managed to calm down slightly. Deep down, however, he was well aware of the danger awaiting him. Here comes the last guy. Those words came to him as a surprise. He felt as if someone was missing, yet everyone was present, all 6 of them. Still more than half left. And even so, it was a sharp contrast to the start, which could be felt more than ever before. Trying to hold back his emotions, he faced his enemy. Are you letting this council happen? I'd be running late if I wanted to stop it. Yeah, right. A few minutes is enough to kill us. Relax, kid. I'm not some murder machine. Pretty new at this, in fact. The comment seemed to have struck a nerve, surprisingly. It's probably true that he never killed before. But if it bothers him so much that we remind him of what he is, he shouldn't have become one in the first place. He chose to keep that to himself. Though. What mattered was that they had survived for another hour. For some reason, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Uh-oh. Something I should have done. If I made a mistake. It's time. Let's get into it. Let's. Am I on my route to a dead end? Dead. Dead. Alright. I'm Rule 7. Damn. Right into it. Same as you did last time. No point in waiting. Plus, I was the only one left. This table is so empty. Wait, so Rule 3 doesn't matter anymore? Its effects still do. Not like we need to care that much about them at this point. You certainly don't, given that we all know your rule. Touché. He loves that word. Speaking of, coffee, why number 7? Is there a problem with it? You only had 2 numbers to choose from, 6 and 7, right? Don't say it. Bet you didn't see that one coming. You gotta be good at counting the cards left in the deck. So, why 7 and not 6? Any reason? Just accuse me if you think I'm 6. No point. The rule I'm interested in is your partners. Let's put all the cards on the table. Bill and Coffee are linked. If she's 6, he's 4. Poker. Mind you, I haven't chosen who to kill yet. It's just that Rule 4 is... Well, no need to explain it to you. Oh shit. He's put us in a corner. But there's no accusation yet. Okay, so... Oh... what should I do? Counterattack? Show my hand? Can I leave it to Coffee? Accuse Rule 1? Oh man, I don't know. Show my hand. That seems bad. Leave it to Coffee. Maybe, but can I trust Coffee properly? So I can either counterattack or accuse Rule 1. Does that mean an actual accusal? Because this doesn't make sense, does it? I don't want to do an actual accusal. Show my hand, leave it to Coffee. Don't do this. I don't know what Coffee will do. Have I got to do a counterattack? It's whether... I don't know what will happen if I do that one. I'm going to do this one. Am I? Leave it to Coffee or counterattack. Let's do a counterattack. So you're going to kill Rule 4? Something's got to be done with it, no? Or what, did you expect me to spare you at the cost of our lives? No, I don't want to win like that, either. That's the truth, I don't want to. Doesn't mean I won't if I have no other choice. In that case, what do you propose? You still got a chance to give up your life for us. It's easy, just walk away. No, it might be selfish, but I want to live, especially if my death puts someone else in danger. Oh, that was a good thing. What are you gonna do, kill me? Is that Poker saying that? Wish I knew. I guess it must have been. As long as Poker's alive, my chances of being alive too will keep getting lower, getting lower, knowing that I'm 4, he won't let me live for much longer. But the only way I have to eliminate him is an accusation. Or maybe I should have done the accusation. Was that really the solution? It appeared so, as begging for his life had no chance of working. I don't want to kill anyone, but I promised Coffee that we'd make it. I can't break another promise. Cornered, he took a path that only a few moments ago would have been unthinkable. Oh, a dangerous move, as accusing Poker would not end his life right away. It wouldn't dissuade him either. He didn't fear it. The most it could accomplish was gaining some time to think. Unless... There's 6 of us left, so 4 votes make a majority. We have Poker's blank vote thanks to Rule 6, as long as I'm willing to kill him. It would require 2 more votes. Coffee and Piano most likely. Coffee had been against removing Rule 1 from the start, but the game had taken a very different course since then. Piano was the main unknown factor. Bill looked up from his screen to peek at the kid's face, but his eyes stopped on someone else. Oh? Distracted by his thoughts and his barman, he hadn't seen the executioner's arrival. What's happening? His hand grasped an unexpected item, a simple kitchen knife, one sharp enough to be lethal when used by Poker. He had to cover his mouth to stop himself from breaking the core rule forbidding speech during an accusation. If we accuse him, he'll kill me. There's no way he won't, but at least he'll be eliminated too. He looked at his ally. Had she voted Poker? If she hadn't done it yet, she wouldn't anymore. No way to tell. Same could be said for Piano, who was covering his face with his barman. Time was running out. Was he ready to give up his life in order to kill someone? My life is already in danger. He might kill me no matter what. Regardless of my actions, this might be my only chance to... Take revenge? Is that the only thing I can aim for now? His final judgment was to... okay. What am I supposed to do here? Okay. Show the screen to Poker. Accuse someone else. Put the barman on the table. Coffee said not to accuse Poker. Accuse someone else. Put the barman on the table. This is an odd thing to do, isn't it? Accuse someone else. Show the screen to Poker. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Both of these are kind of odd. Is there a rule I've forgotten about? Put the barman on the table. Accuse Poker. Accuse someone else. These are like the obvious things to do. Put the barman on the table. Show the screen to Poker. What will this accomplish? I'm curious as to what this will do. Put the barman on the table. It just seems like such a benign thing to do. Let's do that. I like the idea that it's just face down. Perhaps by dropping his only weapon against Poker, his barman, his life would be forgiven. He placed the tablet face down and looked the killer in the eyes. As they couldn't speak yet, their eyes would do the talking. The time was up. Poker took out his barman from his pocket and smiled, then turned around. You get to keep breathing. For now. With light steps, he walked back to his seat and put away the knife. He'd survived, yet felt dead. He couldn't even manage to pick up his barman again. Uh-oh. That knife. My secret weapon. Ex-secret now. Why? Huh? Why are you delaying the inevitable? Why prolong our suffering? You're asking why I haven't gutted him yet? Simple. I'm waiting for someone to take my offer. Your offer? You know perfectly well what its problem is. Huh? What offer? The kid's got no clue, huh? Fine, I'll bring you up to speed. The game's asking for 3 winners. One will be me, so there's 2 places left on the podium. The first 2 players to take my hand will be welcomed in. The rest will die. Seriously? I'd choose them myself, but I'm having trouble making up my mind. Poker. If you've got any argument to convince me to spare your life, now's the perfect time to spill it. Keep in mind that letting you off means offering someone else, so start by choosing who takes your place if it's not Piano or your friend. Oh, and they need replacements too. 1 death for each life. We know how this game works. Really, sometimes it seems like he doesn't. Like he keeps forgetting it. Ignore him. Ignore him. He's just trying to anger me. Be it for fun or to distract me. What's my options, really? To save both Piano and Coffee, everyone else needs to die. If I find a way to survive this council in the next hour, me and Coffee will survive and no one else. If only I knew who the other linked pair is, I could balance the scales, but... Unless... I mean, it can't be that hard to figure out this late into the game, can it? The number of unknown rules had dwindled to only a few. Same as the players. Cocktail, cigar, piano, 237. If I knew who Rule 2 is... Are you gonna say anything, or are you gonna throw in the towel? Hold on. I need some time to think. We haven't got all day, boy. By using the hints he'd gathered, and his data, which included Coffee's, and those that had been mentioned on councils, he would solve that puzzle. First, he needed to find data that could be linked to a hint in some way. Oh. Hang on. Plays video games. So we're looking for 2, 3, and 7. Has a tattoo. Ah, this data is just what I need. It has 3 and 7, and it's very unlikely that Piano has a tattoo at his age. It might not be impossible, it's easy to prove. So does that mean that Piano is 2? Oh, Cocktail and Cigar was the other pair. He didn't know their rules yet, but the same couldn't be said about Pianos, and it wasn't just any other rule. Piano. I found out your rule. You're 2. What makes you think that? Has a tattoo, 379. I doubt you do, so by taking those out plus the ones we know, we're left with only Rule 2. And what if I have one? Show it to us. What if it's on my butt? Don't wanna. It's personal. That excuse won't work, Piano. And what'll you do? Take off my clothes? What if he has a tattoo for some reason? Don't you dare. Cigar's first words in this council. What makes you think I'd ever do that? Fine, there's another way. Cigar and Cocktail should have one. That would prove it too. And what happens if we also refuse? Will you check our bodies by force? Please, stop thinking I'm gonna do anything like that. Yeah, they've got a really bad idea of billiards, haven't they? I can do it for you, if you want. It's okay, Poker. Don't come near us, or else. Kidding. There's no need, actually. I can confirm it myself. Oh, yeah? Cigar and Cocktail are the other pair with a link. I talked with them in private before. Why? You seriously thought I'd keep it a secret? Why would I? To gain our trust, perhaps. As if I could ever win yours, buddy. Besides, why bother hiding it at this point? Best to spread all the cards on the table. The boys earned it too, with that nice deduction. Thanks? Wait, no, forget I said that. I can't be thanking the killer. You're welcome. Anyways, piano. You can't deny it anymore. Well, fine. I am too. So what? You're going to accuse me? No. But this opens up a whole new path. Well, maybe not new, and it might sound naive, but now there's a chance it might work. I can see where this is headed. Are you still under the belief that our salvation is waiting outside? We can't be killing each other while there's still a chance another way exists. Sorry, Coffee. Even though I said I'd changed and would help you in, I can't let this chance go. No one here wants Piano to die, right? There's no need to fear an accusation against him. And with his rule no longer a secret, he doesn't need to sneak outside and return for every council. He can explore freely and without limitations, while keeping us informed through texts, now that Rule 8 is gone. Ah! What do you say, everyone? There's one issue. Though he doesn't need to return for every council, he does need to drink his antidote. That's true. Actually, maybe not. Huh? What? From what I've found out outside, seems like there's another place to get them if you're out. Not sounding very confident about it. That's because I haven't tried it, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. That all makes sense, but isn't it too dangerous to let a kid go alone? We don't know what's out there. Couldn't everybody just go to this place and get the antidote in that case? What's the worst he could run into? Zombies? Spiders? Or are they just specific for... I don't know. That's what's worrying. For each of our individual poisons. Though, no zombies, obviously. We've nothing to lose, but he's the only one who can decide. Can't promise anything. You don't need to. If it doesn't work out, we'll look for something else. There's nothing else except for one thing. That's what needs to be promised. By you. Hell, we could give the kid more time to explore if we took Rule 4 out. I know. He knew what taking that path meant, but the alternative was worse. I promise, if Piano's search doesn't yield any results in time, then you can kill me. Wow. Brave. Me? How about taking some responsibility and doing it yourself? If we get nothing after 2 hours, leave the bar and help Piano. You're right. I will. No. You cannot do that. By being eliminated that way, your rule would still remain until the end of the hour. You would doom all of us. Easy fix. He just needs to leave before... He would have to do it before the end of the 9th Council. In other words, in about 1 hour. That's not enough time. I'm against this. Who asked for your opinion, girl? Of course you do. But what are you going to do to stop it? Force the kid to stay. Force Bill. I will take matters into my own hands if he doesn't keep his word. Coffee. I know making this promise means breaking the one I made with you. I already broke one with vodka, so I don't want to do it again, but... Piano can leave. Our lives will still be in danger if he stays. More danger, in fact. See? She's using her head. Good job. When the time comes to decide the fate of Rule 4, we will talk. When, not if. Low expectations, huh? Can't say I disagree. I'm feeling too much pressure. Therefore, can we say that an agreement has been reached? I guess. Let's close shop now so the kid gets a head start. Wait, I need to drink my antidote before I go. Oh, right. Didn't you say you could get it outside, though? But I need some time to get to it. It's safer to drink it here first. Alright. Still no point in keeping the council going. I agree. Let's conclude. They'd found the way to survive another hour, and with it, hoped to defeat the owner, yet there were no smiles. Any desire to celebrate or be hopeful that he could have had shattered. The only feeling he could sense now was that of a sword's blade hanging unsheathed above his head. In a sense, he'd just signed his death sentence. The time limit had been reduced to less than an hour. His life was now in Piano's hands. And yet, the feeling of guilt for failing Coffee was even heavier. Chapter end. Holy shit, so was that a mistake? Betraying Coffee like that? It seems like it might have been. But I guess we'll find out next time on Borderline Games. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Beyond Our Rule Ripper, and I will see you next time. Have a good evening, take care of yourselves, bye-bye. Bye.